"Did you like the jewelry I sent?" His words cut through the chatter, right there at the table. I froze, my fork halfway to my lips, my family silent, eyes darting like cornered animals. I said the truth. "What jewelry?" His smile collapsed. He turned slowly, scanning their faces. "Where is it?" The silence that followed was heavier than steel. That was the moment everything snapped into focus. We'd been married 3 years, steady years. He wasn't extravagant, but thoughtful. The kind of man who remembered the color of my first dress, the smell of my grandmother's kitchen. I'd fallen for that quiet precision, which is why I noticed when the precision began to falter. Odd charges on our account, packages signed for when I wasn't home. My mother suddenly sporting a bracelet suspiciously close to one I'd admired in a catalog. My sister flashing a necklace that looked too new for her paycheck. At first, I chalked it up to coincidence. Family borrows, family gifts. But the pattern grew louder. My gifts never arrived. My husband swore he'd ordered them. And yet, every season, my family seemed to sparkle a little brighter. I didn't connect the dots, not until that night. I didn't lash out. I didn't demand answers or flip the table. I smiled, as if nothing was wrong, while inside, something very sharp settled into place. If my family thought they could siphon love meant for me, take what was mine, lie with straight faces, they underestimated me. Revenge isn't rage. Revenge is architecture. So I built. First, I asked for patience. I told my husband, "Don't confront them, not yet. Let's see how far this goes." His trust was my weapon. Then I tracked every package, every receipt. I had his accounts mirrored to mine. Notifications pinged every time a delivery went out. And like clockwork, the parcels meant for me ended up at my parents' address. A ring, a set of earrings, a watch, all vanishing into their hands. Step 2 was proof. I waited for gatherings, cataloging each piece they dared to wear in front of me. Photos, time-stamped. A portfolio of theft, disguised as family. Step 3, I set the stage. On our next anniversary, I knew he'd outdo himself. A diamond set, custom, engraved with my initials inside. I never touched it, because it never reached me. It arrived at their doorstep. My mother signed for it. And 2 days later, she wore it to dinner. Bold, careless. That was the night I stayed quiet when he asked me about the jewelry. That was the night his faith in them cracked open. But I didn't want anger. I wanted collapse. So I pulled the final thread. I contacted the jeweler, reported the theft, filed insurance, provided the photos, the receipts, the tracking. Every trail pointed back to one address, my parents' home. The insurance company paid out immediately, double value. My husband replaced the set, this time delivered directly to my office. But the investigation didn't stop. Within weeks, police showed up at my parents' door. Questions about mail fraud, federal territory. My mother's hands shaking, clutching that necklace she swore was a gift. My sister silent for once, lips pale. Their faces must have burned when they realized the trap was legal, airtight, irreversible. The climax came quietly. At Sunday dinner, they tried to act normal. Plates, small talk, forced laughter. Then I placed my hand on the table, diamonds catching the light. The real set, engraved, unmistakable. Their eyes dropped instantly. I leaned forward, calm, controlled. You took everything he gave me. But this was never yours. Not a scream, not an accusation. Just truth, sharpened to a blade. The silence that followed wasn't heavy anymore. It was final. After that, they stopped calling. Holidays passed without invitations. Fine by me. My husband? He never wavered. He told me later, I thought I married you for your heart. Turns out, I married a strategist. He wasn't wrong. Now, when I look at that jewelry, I don't see glitter. I see clarity. Family isn't blood. Family doesn't steal what's meant for you. And betrayal? Betrayal doesn't deserve confrontation. It deserves extinction. So I cut them out, clean, surgical. And every reflection of those diamonds reminds me, I didn't lose a family, I removed a cancer.